like to welcome everyone out to the regular meeting of the Chesapeake Commission tonight. Before we get started, two people like to recognize the first meeting is Mr. Stacy Smith, new county clerk. Welcome, Stacy. Mr. Terry Bell, new commissioner. Ms. Ann Moore, new commissioner. Chris Simmons, new commissioner. And he's not new, so we're not going to talk about Johnny Garner. Welcome, Johnny Garner. This not your first meeting, is it?
I'm afraid not.
First one in this capacity. First item we call the roll.
All right, I'm gonna start with Johnny Garner. Here. Jerry Lowe. Here. Larry Blackstock. Here. Al McKinnon. Here. Jackie Butler. Here. Tim Crow. Here. Ann Moore.
Here.
Russell Clayton. Here. Buddy Richardson. Here. Jerry Emerson. Here. Sandra Hires.
Here.
Joseph Malero. Barry Smith. Here. Diane Jordan.
Here.
Chris Simmons. Here. Terry Bell. Here. John Welch. Here. Mike Alexander. Here. 17 present, 1 absent.
Thank you, sir. Next item is approve the minutes for our last July meeting.
Like a motion to approve.
Motion made saying we have approval to the July minutes. Any question? Because I know your new commissioner probably didn't get that, but they were mailed out earlier than that problem. But, any questions? Yes, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Next item is election of a chairman.
Make a motion for one seat. Second.
Barry.
Motion was made and seconded for Dwayne Seaton to be the chairman of the commission. Is there any other motions or nominations?
I make a motion nomination seat to be elected acclamation.
Second.
Motion was made to elect by acclamation and seconded. Any discussion? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Mr. Chairman, please.
Thank y'all, I guess. Well, thank you. Next item is election of chairman pro tem.
Barry Smith be elected chairman pro tem.
Second.
You can finish that motion. You made the motion?
Yes.
You made the motion, Barry be nominated? Okay.
I second.
Barry Blackstock second. Okay. Is there any other nominations? Or any other motions?
Mr. Chairman, I move nomination cease to be elected by acclamation.
Second.
Motion made and seconded that Mr. Smith be elected by acclamation. Is there any questions? If not, in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Congratulations, Barry. The next item is approval of budget amendments. And you have yours. You will present those. I think everybody's got them anyway, probably.
See or around. Have questions?
No new money.
Well, the only new money is our salary equity money. That's the $134,000 first one.
Oh,
That's money that the state sends to small school systems whose teacher salaries don't measure up to other systems across the state. And that's just additional money that our systems give to them.
I can take this to mean for the new commissioners, most time your budget amendments is money that's just transferred from one account to another. There's not new money involved. I believe she said that this, there was a little bit from the state. So, it's just ordinary stuff, so.
I move we approve the budget.
Second.
Motion been made, second, we have approval to the budget amendments as presented by the school system. Is there any questions? If not, in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you. Judy, do you have any amendments? Judy, do you have any amendments? So nobody had any more amendments? Okay, I'll take care of that then. The The next item is approval of the standing committees. I guess, I think everybody got a list of those in the mail. What I recommended, changes if you want to, whatever you want to do, that's the way I done mine.
Motion approved.
Second.
Motion been made, second, we give approval to the committees as presented. Any questions, comments? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. The next item is any other business that come before the commission. I've got two things I'd like to talk to you about in just a minute. The one that said they was going to go to the TCCA meeting tomorrow, the one at the Ag Center, I call it the Ag Center, it's actually the West Tennessee Research and Educational Center now, what it's called. The meal starts at 5:30. I think I told somebody it's probably 6 or 7 o'clock, it's 5:30. Any of you new ones, I try to get a hold of somebody. If I didn't get a hold of you and you want to go, go. I don't think it'll make any difference. But 10 people told me they're going to go. So if y'all want to get together and people go to, you know, maybe 2 or 3 vehicles, save some gas or something, that'll be fine too. Just talk among yourselves at the meeting. Y'all decide whether you want to go, who's going to go, and where you're going to meet. Is there any questions on that? I guess I went through it pretty fast, but thank you. The next thing, some people have been talking to me about changing our meetings from 6 meetings a year to 4 meetings a year. It used to be 4 meetings a year up until about, 6, 8 years ago.
About between 2002, 2004.
That's when it's having a lot of meetings over at the jail, about different, it's having a lot of extra meetings then, which we don't have a lot right now. If we did have an extra meeting, we could always call it a special meeting. I mean, if we need something, we'd always call it a special meeting on it. This is just something that's been discussed with me, and some of them said they wanted it, so I'm throwing it out to y'all. If you want to think about it, you can think about it for a month or 2, come back on it, and do something on it tonight. That's entirely up to y'all. I'm not pushing one way or the other.
We just meet 6 times a year, huh?
Yes.
Unless it's a special holiday.
Yeah, well, we're actually 7, count when we approve the budget. So that's up to y'all. If you don't leave it like this, we'll leave it like this. If you want to change it, I'll entertain a motion to change it or let it go.
I make a motion, we leave it like it is.
Okay. I don't think we need a motion on that, but if anybody want to change it, we'll do it, but we're going to leave it like it is then. Nobody wants to change it. Okay? Everybody all right with that? Now we'll vote on it.
There's only 2, me and Larry, that went through the 4, went through the 6. I reckon everybody else has been on the 6. Me and you the only 2. The only thing, like you said, we had a lot of stuff we had to vote on, but we wouldn't get out here after 9 o'clock at night and beat some of the office agendas you ever see.
Yeah.
You remember? Me?
No, her.
I remember some. We just had the 4, and then you'd have to have a special session.
That's fine.
I mean, I've been through it both ways. Seems like what we got works.
You're alone then. I said I was gonna go out there and let y'all decide what you want to do, so that's what we're gonna do. For y'all's information, the barbecue festival's coming up, September 26th and 27th. Since our back driveway has been closed off by some people, we can't hardly get through there, so it's gonna be a traffic jam. So we're gonna close our office, the office building, the county office building where me and Lance and Beverly are that day only. Because we can't hardly get in and out of there, and the parking is awful, so, if that's just a point of information. September 26th on Friday. That will not affect any of the offices or anything, it's just our office building. Okay, is any other business come before the commission?
Wayne, you know why they just had it 2 days instead of 3?
Yeah, everybody's getting old. Work's about to get everybody, that's why we have 2 days.
Yeah,
It seems like young people is hard to come up with doing a lot of things now. It's just a group that's getting older and older and older, and it tells on me. But that's the reason, Russell. Any other comments? Any other good?
Yes,
Hey.
I Some of the commissioners have requested that we, do personal pictures for the website, and we put your name and everything on them. My photographer has a sick baby with a strap throat, so I'm not prepared to do that tonight, but if it's okay, we'll get it next time and get it on the website. Is that okay with everyone? Okay, thank you.
Anyone else? Any other business go for the commission? Anybody in the audience have anything they would like to say?
I got one thing there.
All right.
I've noticed here in front of the old jail and either library or parking lot,
Yeah.
they need to be resealed and restriped. I talked to Ralph earlier about it. That'd be something I'd like to see us pursue. And some of the concerns at the old jail is those parking spots are too narrow. If it's something that we do, it's maybe what I would like to see, and I've talked to some other people who work in that building, is maybe do away with one spot. And that way you widen it. They're just not made for pickups and SUVs. I would like to see us maybe, I think Ralph's even communicating with you about that anyway.
Yeah, but I'm ready to
These
talk to Ralph
parking
about
lots look
that.
bad. They need to be striped, sealed and striped.
We're gonna try to do the one behind the black box, but up at our office after the barbecue festival, get that behind us and then restripe it, because that parking back there can be terrible. We may have to put a stop to it some way, somehow, just county business on now, what we're gonna have to do, it's a mess back there. If you get blocked in, sometimes you're gonna back over somebody, but you better not do that either, so.
Is that something you want to look into, or you need more?
You can make a motion, I've got the money to do it. Y'all approved X number of dollars for me back on the budget to take care of stuff like that. Oh, and I will tell you something else too for your information. That one of the air conditioners at the library went out. It was the big one. And we had to put one in. It was $9,700 for the air conditioner. I had two quotes on it. One was $9,700, the other one was $11,400. So I went with the $9,700. Stacy. Turn the phone off. We'll forgive you this time.
Well, I'm just looking for a motion that maybe you and Ralph look into researching, striping and sealing.
We'll do that. We'll do that.
I think that's one motion.
We got a motion and a second that Ralph and I pursue getting the parking lot repaved and striped. Is there any discussion or any questions? If not, in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Does anyone else have any other business?
Is the county gonna send anything tomorrow up there to give away?
Mr. McKinnon's in charge of that. I done gave it to him tonight. So if it gets lost, y'all say that.
I'd like to say something positive. Compliment Ralph and agree we took care of the floor at the courthouse. If you've been in there, the bottom floor, those hardwood floors, they look brand new.
Yeah, they did a good job on that. Does anyone else have anything like to address the commission with? Nancy?
I don't want to address anything, I just want to give you a report to let you know what's going on in the library. And I did mention the, air conditioner in here, I did not know they went to cost. And I also said that part of the reason, and I won't keep out some of the work that I was on, part of the reason we had to replace that air conditioner was because part of it was vandalized by, ill-behaved children who cared so much of the thought that. The coils have been drawn in and have been, had pictures in them and that we won't do this.
How many think we get? One, two?
That is one.
Also, the fans on those air conditioners are all messed up, but this new air conditioner has cover over, it has some screens over, it's supposed to stop that.
Mike and I were talking about that. You don't think we'll need, because Ralph and I were talking about fence, but you don't think we're gonna need more?
That's the first time I've heard about the fans.
Well, he and I were talking about before we replaced
You need
it.
room to put one up,
Yeah, that we needed to do something with it.
How many sheets are we supposed to have?
So, colored one and
rough.
Oh, yeah, and, you know, I think it's something we need to address, it's just, we haven't had a chance to talk anymore about it since it was put in on Thursday,
Do you have a security camera?
so. No, we don't, we talked about that too, but we did not have one. And I don't know, in that kind of situation, I don't think it would be good. Yeah, that's it.
But we will get that to see about that fence and whatever needs to be done to protect those air conditioners, that's too expensive stuff.
Yeah, it really is, and it
Of course, I think that air conditioner put in 98, I believe,
99.
99.
Yeah, so it's about time. Y'all don't have any questions?
Thank you, Nancy. Anyone else? If not, charge the district.
We have several. Chastity A. Barnes, Christy R. Yarborough, Mamie C. Hughes, Mary Helen Yacht, George Boyd Couples, Norma Jean Seaton, Ellen Goodman Nancy.
Those are approved.
Motion made and approved that we, motion been made that we charge the district as presented. Any questions? For the new members, in case you don't know what charge the district is, it's getting their no republic stuff. You're welcome, sir. And you had a look on your face, you know what it was. Any questions? If not, in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. That's all we got on the agenda. Here, motion we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor say aye.